All right, everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 15 watches that I wore most over 2023, and also just happened to be my 15 favorite. But also I just want to use this video to kind of wrap up 2023 and thank everybody for watching and subscribing. The channel finally did hit 1,000 subscribers, which I'm super excited about. It took me, gosh, probably 10 years to get to that. Obviously the channel's been around a long time, but the focus hasn't been on watches the entire time. It's been kind of all over the place. I didn't really have a direction or plan or anything for the channel, but the second that I started sticking to one topic and regularly doing uploads, you guys started watching and liking and subscribing, and that means a ton to me. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in and letting me share this awesome hobby with you guys. So with that said, I've got 3 in front of me here. But we are going to go through the top 15. I'm going to put them in certain categories, being Swiss mechanical, Japanese, Microbrands, and then, AliExpress stuff. So we'll start. I'll set these aside and show you what I'm wearing today, which is my Seiko Prospect Speedtimer. And it's the SSC 813, the Saytona, that my wife got me a while back. Got a new strap today, which I actually like a lot more than the last one I had it on. Super comfortable, and it's just an awesome Japanese solar quartz. Can't go wrong. By far the most worn watch of the year has to go to my Omega Seamaster quartz. And this is the Peter Blake edition, meaning it's got the sword hands, the big triangle, the black wave dial. This is from the year 2000. It's got the more modern, well, I guess it's almost vintage now, but the more modern Seamaster bracelet, not the traditional Seamaster bracelet, but it's super comfortable. Absolutely love this watch. This is the mid-size version, 36 millimeters. Wear this watch probably almost every day. Definitely the most worn in the collection, and it's not close. I have other Seamasters and Speedmasters that are not quartz, but something about this one is just, I don't know, it just does it for me. It's pick up and go, always set to the right time, always set to the right date. The seconds hand hits every single mark on the dial. I don't know. I think quartz is underrated. I think it has a place in every collection, and this is pretty much as close to a perfect watch as you can get, in my opinion. Setting that aside, the second most worn watch in the collection would be my MoonSwatch. This is the Mission to Mercury, which I've covered on the channel before. I did end up taking down a couple of videos about this watch just because they didn't meet my quality standards anymore, and I said some things in there that are probably not that nice about the watch when I actually end up really enjoying the watch, and I wear it quite often. Definitely one of my most worn watches for sure. And this one, if you can see by the acrylic, is well worn, used and abused. And I have it on this nice strap here that I got from 7th Creation. And I've talked about that in a video as well. But these are great straps. So those aside, we're going to move into kind of the Swiss mechanical category. And the first one would be the Doxa that I showed off at the beginning of the video. This is one, the Sub 200 that I did a video on over the summer. I got this one from Watches of Switzerland earlier this year, and the bracelet is incredible. Absolutely love the Speeds of Rice bracelet. Normally not a huge high polish guy, but this one works for me. The bright orange dial, classic Doxa. Love the case. Love everything about this watch. And I got this for a special occasion, a commemorative piece kind of. So this one will probably stay in the collection for a long time. I may trade it for a different color that is a little bit more subtle. I don't know if orange is necessarily the best color for everyday wear, but still a great watch. The next in the Swiss category that I wear pretty often is my Christopher Ward. I did a video on this that I did not upload. I wasn't too happy with how it turned out. I probably will end up redoing that at some point, but this is my C60 Trident Pro 600. This is a 600 meter water resistance watch that can be had. Well, I bought it for $700 brand new from Christopher Ward. Awesome strap, hybrid rubber and nylon here, kind of like a sailcloth in a way, but you know, it is rubber. And yeah, I just absolutely love this watch. I wear it pretty often, but not as often as my Seamaster for sure. Sleeta SW200 inside, just an awesome Swiss movement. And if you haven't looked at Christopher Ward, I would encourage you highly to take a look at their catalog, because they're only getting better as we move into 2024. The next in the Swiss mechanical category is the Omega Vintage Seamaster Geneve. This watch, I have another Geneve as well, but it's not Seamaster, but I love this one just because it has a crosshair dial. And this one's from 1967, I believe, maybe 1968. But it's one of the first movements that had a date, quick change date complication. So you can pull the crown out and the date jumps to the next day. Kind of a interesting way to do it, but really, really cool. And the fact that Omega was confident enough to put a big crosshair on their dial, you don't do that unless you're sure everything is in perfect alignment. It just kind of speaks to the quality control of Omega. And this has original acrylic. It is cracked, it is beat up, but I picked this watch up this year, and I've worn it quite a bit since I've got it. Absolutely love this watch. And yeah, this was serviced right before I got it, and these can be had, you know, I won't tell you exactly what I paid for it, but let's say around $500. These are great watches. And the underside has the signed hippocampus there on the case back. Next up in the Swiss mechanical category is my 1963 Seagull Bronze Anniversary Edition. And this has the Venus-based movement inside. This is the ST1901 now from Seagull, but it is based on a Swiss design. So that's why it's in this category. And I absolutely love this watch. I wear this one probably once a week, I'd say. I also have the Loom edition that I just did a video on as well. That one's still in the box. Probably won't keep both, but this one I really like a lot. Absolutely love the indices on this and the hands. Just look at the way the blue shines. Just a great watch. All right, next up, new category is Japanese quartz and Casio. So the first Japanese quartz watch that I'll show you is the one that I already showed you, which is my Seiko Prospect Speedtimer. The next one after that I just picked up, haven't done a video on quite yet, is my Citizen JDM Eco Drive. This is the Promaster Land. This is a Japanese only model that came out around 2018, I believe. Uses the H100 Eco Drive solar quartz movement, which is radio controlled. This was a really awesome pickup. I paid $275 for this, and from what I see online, they're selling for anywhere from $500 to $700. And in my opinion, this is easily worth that. You know, between $500 and $700. This is an incredible watch. Kind of a pain in the butt to program and set and everything. Need like a degree in rocket science almost, but that's only because I'm outside of the Japanese radio signal. If you were in Japan, this would set itself every day at 2 a.m. I'm not in Japan. I either have to use a mobile app or set it myself, which I did yesterday. And that took literally hours to do. Definitely not the easiest watch to set up if you're not in Japan. All right, so setting that one aside. Next up in the Japanese quartz section, I have both of my G-Shocks. The one on the left is a special edition kind of fall variant that I picked up earlier this year. And I wear it, you know, around fall, and then I put it away. But yeah, this G-Shock is the radio receiving version of the square G-Shock, and it's pretty much as close to a perfect watch as you can get for the money. $85, and it's great for pretty much any occasion except like a tuxedo event. And anything I do that's remotely athletic, this is the watch that I'm wearing. And I think everyone has to have one of these at some point. Next category, we're gonna go into Microbrands. And the first one is one that I've shared on the channel before. That is the Islander RangeMaster 2. So this is a watch that I wasn't 100% sure I'd be keeping, but I ended up really enjoying and wearing quite a bit. So yes, I definitely like Islander as a brand, and this watch is no exception. Getting a lot of wear out of this watch lately. Not as much as I should, but that's what happens when you have 3 watch boxes. You gotta choose one over another, and always one will get more wear time than the others. And this is one that I've been trying to wear as often as I can, but obviously like the Seamaster and MoonSwatch are getting a little bit more time than that one. Next up is my Brew metric that I got about a year ago, and absolutely love this watch, especially the retro color scheme. I also have one in blue and silver, but this is kind of the classic metric retro, and absolutely love Brew as a company. Have 3 of their watches now. This is a Mecha Quartz movement, so Seiko Quartz with a mechanical chronograph on top. Awesome retro style integrated bracelet and a very cool clasp, and their signature logo is an espresso bean because there are ties directly back to the coffee industry. You can see it there again on the dial, and a couple of little Easter eggs on the watch related to that. But this is one that probably deserves its own video that maybe I'll get to at some point. But I've had a lot of watches come in this year, so this is kind of stayed in the box a little bit. All right, last one in the microbrand category. It's one that I actually don't really wear, but it got a lot of attention on the channel. Definitely the highest performing video for me. The MoonSwatch one probably did a little bit better, but I had to take that one down. And this is the next best one, the 50 Phantoms from Spinnaker. This was a pretty hard watch to get, really limited, sold out right away. And yeah, it's not perfect. Obviously, the bezel's not aligned 100% correctly with the 12-hour mark. It's a little bit big for me, 22 millimeter strap size. I mean, could it be better? Yes. But is it fun? Also, yes. And this is just definitely one of my highlights of the year for sure. All right, so that's the last in the microbrand category. The last category, I've got 2 watches. This is the AliExpress category. These are the 2 that have actually made it onto my wrist for a significant amount of wear time. The first one shouldn't shock you if you've been watching the channel, but this is my Hroudland. This is the 50 Fathoms homage that I did a video on a little earlier in the year. And I wear this one quite often, probably at least once or twice a week I wear this watch. Absolutely love this watch, especially for the money. It has effectively an SW200. It's the Chinese version of the PT5000, but paid probably right around 300 if my memory serves correctly for this watch. And you're getting a lot for your money with this. Definitely highly recommend taking a look at Hroudland. The last one is one I just got unboxed the other day in a video that I'm getting mixed opinions on. Not super happy with that video in terms of the final product, and I was just trying to have a little bit of fun, and I don't know, getting mixed opinions on that one. But this watch is a really nice watch. It is a Seiko Quartz, which I didn't even know at the time of buying the watch. I thought it was a mechanical Seiko NH movement, but this is Quartz, and I believe it's the VH31 Explorer homage from AddiesDive, and this is just an awesome watch. The logo, I don't know if I'm crazy about the logo, but the overall build quality of this watch is really nice. This watch honestly has no right to be this good for the money paid. This is a $45 watch, and I mean, the bracelet alone is worth $45. I don't really know how they're able to do this for the money, but yeah, it really makes you question what you're spending money on when you look at other brands. Like, not to call out Spinnaker in particular, but you know, this is a $300-400 watch, and this is a $45 to $50 watch, and the bracelet on this AddiesDive is better than some watches that I've spent a lot more money on. All right, everybody, that's it. You can take a look at my little family of watches here. This is everything that I wore over the last year. And I just want to thank everybody for watching along with me while I share my little hobby with you, and subscribing if you have. Getting to 1,000 was a huge accomplishment for the channel. As far as what's next for the channel, a new lighting setup for sure is coming. I'm super frustrated with how the lighting is turning out in all these videos, and on the watches in particular. So I've got a new setup coming to kind of get some more macro shots and a little bit more in-depth filming for the videos, and definitely better lighting for sure, because even just in this shot you can see this is not great. But yeah, as far as watches go, someone asked me what my next watch is. I've been looking at Orient quite a bit. That's one that keeps popping up, and maybe I'll try Tudor again, but to be honest, I'm not crazy about Tudor, so probably not in the cards there. More Japanese stuff, more Quartz, maybe an Orient or two. We'll see. But anyway, guys, it's been a great 2023, and I'll see you the next year.